Hello, babies. Today we will learn about a new thing in EVS, new chapter in EVS, which is the earth from our book Hello Earth. Right, babies? Don't you want to know about the earth, the place where you're staying in? Of course, we all do. Even ma'am will join hands with you and study about the earth once all over again. Right, babies? So, you want to know about your earth, the place where you stay? It is in the shape of a ball, round in shape of a ball. And three parts of it is covered with water. Remember, children, our earth, three part of it is water. And one part, only one part, small portion of it has land forms, right, babies? One part has landform, whereas the three parts of the earth is covered with water bodies. The earth, this for example, this is the sun. Children, now look here, this is the sun and this is the earth. The earth moves around the sun. The earth moves around the sun. Right, babies? And it gets the heat and light, which is the most important part for us human beings to stay alive, that we get the heat and light from the sun. Okay, now let's see what is left behind. Yes, the earth has a blanket of air. The earth has a blanket of air around it. It has a blanket of air around it, which is called an atmosphere. Right, babies? Children, so now we know about our earth. That three part of it is covered with water and one part land. So children, landforms in our earth has various landforms, and we are going to study about it, and they are mountains, hills, valleys, plains, deserts. Mountains, hills, valleys, plains, and desert. These five things we are going to study about them today. Right, bachas? And then we will together study about the water bodies too. But first, let's study about the landforms. Okay, children, here we start. Children, what do you see in this picture? Yes, it is the plains. Most of the famous cities in India are in the plains. For example, Kanpur, Delhi, Lucknow, and so on. Plains are usually hot in summers and cold in winters. Do you understand what the plains are? They are hot in summers and cold in winters. So now you see a different picture of hills and mountains. These are again the different landforms, hills and mountains. An area of land that is higher than the area around it is called a hill. It is usually has wonderful weather throughout the year. High hills are called mountains. Mountains are usually very, very cold. The tip of the mountain is called its peak. The peaks of a very high mountains are usually covered with snow. Children, have you ever seen a V-shaped lowland between hills or mountains? And what are they called? Yes, they are called valley. And they are usually having lots of thick forests. Children, sometimes a highland is flat at the top and looks like a tabletop. This forms a plateau, which is also known as a tableland. Here, which landform do we see in this picture? Yes, It is definitely a desert area. Deserts are large areas of land that are very dry and are covered with sand. There is very little water in the deserts. Hence, only plants such as cactus grow here. Animals that can stay without water for many days, such as the camels, are found in the desert. They are also known as the sheep of the desert. They are also known sheep of the desert, children. Children, we have already studied about the various landforms, and now we have come to study about the various water bodies found on this earth. They are seas and oceans, river, lakes, ponds, and so on. Aren't you eager to know about all these things? Yes, we are all eager to study. So here it comes, one by one, in front of you.
The oceans and seas are the biggest bodies of salt water. Melting snow and rain flow down high hills and mountains to form rivers. This is fresh water. A lake is a large body of standing water which is fresh. A pond is a smaller body of fresh water. These water bodies are found in nature. They are natural. There are man-made lakes and ponds too.
Now that we have come to the end of the chapter, let's remember something very important. Let's keep our earth clean and green for us to survive well. Right, babies? Remember to always keep your surroundings very neat and clean. Maybe it could be your home, school, city, country, everywhere. Not litter around. Right, babies? So now for a little recap time. We have studied today about the various landforms. Hills and rivers, plains, valleys, deserts, and so on, right? And the water bodies also we have studied about the various water bodies. Seas and oceans, rivers, lakes, ponds, and so on. The fresh water we get from the rain, and it is the most fresh form of the water. Seas and oceans water is salty, and we should not cook, or rather we cannot cook or drink it as it has salty water. So I hope you've understood the chapter well by now. Thank you.